ignored me this whole time, and now you want to be in the video?
Oh, she's being a slut. Look at that.
You're so beautiful. Hi guys, welcome to the channel. This is Stevie Boebi. I'm Gabby Dunn. You know that because you're here. We're gonna do a video answering questions that you asked me and Stevie on Twitter about me and Stevie, and also about LGBT stuff and poly stuff. Most of them are about that, right?
Yeah, I think so. Let's answer the question.
Okay, Mai asks, how do you flirt? This is a good question for Stevie. I've seen it in action.
You've seen me flirt?
Are you joking?
With
We've
who?
gone to sex parties together. Is that a joke?
Have I flirted with someone in front of you?
I think so. Or do you just act interested in everyone you meet like some kind of psychopath?
I don't know. I think I just like ask them questions about themselves. If I'm interested, I'm like, hi, I think you're really pretty. Tell me about your trauma.
Time. Tell me, I'm sorry, what?
Like, give me some vulnerability so I can eat your soul, you know? I need like vulnerability to want to fuck someone.
That's interesting.
So I can't like do the one night stand. Like, I wish I was sluttier than I am.
I'm also very direct. I don't like to waste time. I love a good subtweet.
Wait, are you telling the internet that the advice on flirting is to subtweet the person?
Subtweet them. Straight up subtweet them. When you
Wait, give me an example of a flirty subtweet.
You and I are talking, right?
Yeah.
And I go, oh wow, I love your hair. And you're like, thank you. And then I go in the next room and I tweet, I love girls with purple hair.
That is the most passive aggressive fucking shit I've ever fucking heard. It's kind of ballsy too, though.
Thank you. I got in trouble after my first date with my now girlfriend. She had like said like, oh, it wasn't a date. And so then I tweeted, what I love about being queer is that even when you're on a date, you're never on a date. And then she was like, I see.
I think being direct and then also making sure that you're not like expecting.
Yeah.
Like, don't be expectant for them to flirt back with you or for them to give you attention or give you anything back. Don't make them feel creeped out and uncomfortable. And by doing that, not having expectations is the easiest way to do that.
Like, read body language. If you're like moving closer to someone and they're moving closer to you, or if they're moving away, you can tell when someone is not interested.
Yeah.
But also, if you're direct, then you don't have to read body language because then they'll just tell you if they're interested or not. Then you can move on with your life, play video games. Top or bottom? It depends on the other person.
Yeah.
Does that make me accommodating and a great person to have
Listen,
sex with? I didn't say that.
I'm making a whole fucking video about this because like
really?
anyone that's not hyper femme is scared of me. Anytime I try to have sex with someone that's like more masculine than me, even slightly, they like aren't used to bottoming, but they want me to top them.
Right.
But they don't feel comfortable doing it, and I'm not going to continue doing something unless they're comfortable.
Obviously.
So then I get awkward. Oh, and they don't want to top me because they're, I don't know, are people scared? People are scared of me. And I think it's also because I make sex videos. So people are like, oh, that means you must know everything about sex. And I'm like, I tell people what vulvas are. I make videos for teenagers about sex.
No, but did I say this to you? I said that I was like intimidated because I was like, she must know everything.
I'm not like, here's the 18 different orgasms you can have, including tantric. I don't fucking know what the fuck I'm doing.
You a little bit do that. You're like a sex
I'm like, this is how you finger a girl.
Yeah. And I'm like watching it like, oh good, maybe I'll lose my virginity one day. God, I hope so. I think people who identify heavily as tops or bottoms, I don't have that. But some people, it's really core to their identities.
Yeah.
When I like someone, when I like start to like feel attracted to someone, I have very specific ideas of what I want from them when I like them. So like my like fantasy life about that person is like very specific. So I'll think of myself as a top or a bottom based on like what the other person's vibe is giving me. Car sex, yay or nay?
Like I did when I was a teenager. A lot.
Yeah, teenager. You gotta.
Yeah. I don't really have sex in interesting places. It's always a bed.
Once you have your own home.
Yeah.
Like once you live in a room.
I feel like me saying that is so you. You're just like, fuck yeah.
One thing I love is comfort. Oh, I love comfort and I love to go to bed.
Also, couches are great.
Yeah,
this couch is great.
Is it? I guess it's wide.
Because it's not comfortable, so you don't want to like go to sleep on it. Like, well,
that's my mistake. I have a comfortable couch.
Get that out of there.
Oh, this is just to make me feel good. Gabby's been out about her polyamory for a while, and you've recently announced it. Has she ever given you advice or help regarding it?
Of course.
I just wanted a compliment. We'll chit chat. We'll have a little sit down chit chat.
I remember one time we had a talk like 2 years ago, a year ago, and you were like, after the chat, you were like, I liked this chat. I need more slut friends.
God, I'm looking for hoe friends. If anybody has information on hoe friends.
Why is that? Do you think they judge you, or do you think they're secretly doing it and not telling you, or they outright go, that's fucking a hoe thing to say, Gabby?
No, I just think they don't get it. Like, I think they're kind of like, why? And I'm like, what do you mean, why? The love of the game, baby. Like, what are you talking about? I think it's, like, nice to have friends who are not as wild, who are like, I support you, but there's only so much they can add to the conversation after I support you, and then you kind of feel a little bit like an alien, because you're not getting related to, so then you want to like talk to other people who are like, oh yeah, obviously, like, yeah, and this thing, you know?
Who do you think is into weirder stuff, you or me?
Wow. We've come to the final question of all of YouTube.
I feel like you know way more about things I'm into than I know what you're into.
We're similar. We're pretty similar. I'm like very into like telling other people what to do, or like
in group sex.
Yeah, like I like to refer to myself as the art director. So I'm like, here's what I'm picturing, guys. You're gonna go here, and then you'll go here, and then you'll And
you're like, where's the extra? Come in. I'm masturbating people in the corner. Come on, get up. Your rolls up. Take your mark. I just remembered a time I was on a plane and a deaf guy next to me started typing because I'd said something to him, and then I didn't realize that he was deaf. And so then we chatted the entire flight on like our phones.
Oh my God.
It was so great. And then he like asked me what I did, and I told him, and then he was like, so my wife really wants to have a threesome with me and one of her friends, and I don't know how I feel about it.
This is
and
a
I was
perfect
like,
conversation.
I would love to give you advice. And so he was like, I just can't pick, like, what positions do you do? I feel like I'm in charge and I don't know what to do. And I was like giving him position examples. It was so cool. I loved him.
But that's a mistake that he thought he had to be in charge. That's not a traditional male role. You're fine. And then two, what a great conversation to have on a plane where you can't talk.
Yeah.
So did you follow up? What happened?
No, I fucking
I'm just sitting here like, what? And then what?
I think I gave him my email. Maybe I should look for him.
Find him. Yeah. If you're that deaf guy that Stevie met on a plane, did you have a threesome? Call in. Let us know.
I want to know.
So this comes back to hoe friends, right? Because he probably was like, I'll talk to this stranger on a plane because I have literally no one else in my life I could talk to.
Yeah.
That guy needed
he was
hoe
like
friends.
from a very conservative place and like couldn't tell anyone about it.
Right. And so that's like why you need hoe friends. How do you guys deal with jealousy in a poly relationship if it happens?
I don't really feel jealousy, but when I do, it doesn't feel like how other people describe it.
No, yeah, me too.
Like to me, it feels like tickles in my ribs.
Yeah, I feel it. It like energize. It's like I don't know. It like motivates me to like want the partner more, or like it energizes me into being like, oh well, I'll be in ship shape so that she likes me, you know? Like, I don't feel like...
That's so cute.
It doesn't make me feel, like, bad or anything.
I think that maybe, like, feeling insecure is a thing that usually or sometimes, like, meshes with jealousy that people, I think, is what they mean when they say jealousy. Maybe, like, when you do feel it, reminding yourself or trying to find out where it's coming from, and then give yourself examples of why those things aren't true. That like you don't have proof for those things being true. Like, oh, I'm jealous because my partner is going to leave me. And it's like, well, are they going to leave me? They tell me they want to be with me every day. They love me. Why is that a real thing? And then it like goes away.
Did you watch The L Word? Which character in The L Word do you identify with and why?
Fuck. I feel like I'm a good strong mix of Bet and Jenny.
Yeah, I would have said Bet.
Me and Bet share the same number on the Enneagram, I feel like. But she's like a very unhealthy version. Yeah. She's like, oh, I couldn't control my wife's pregnancy, so now I'm gonna fuck a plumber. You know, like, wow.
That's relatable storyline.
Yeah, what?
Well,
wait, it wasn't a plumber, it was
a carpenter.
It was a plumber in the movie later. You're so Alice.
You're
so Alice.
I wouldn't even want to talk about mine because I was like, Alice Piasecki, we all know that, right? This one just says kiss, ?
Good question. What's the answer?
I love that band. Man, you guys are thirsty AF. Boobs or butts?
I don't really like separate women's bodies into sections.
I know.
It's like a whole person.
I like a good pear shape. I like a small titty, big butt situation.
I really like butts because I have a really bad one. Or just a very non-existent one. I can't even critique it because it doesn't exist.
I have What do we need to do? Squats?
I've tried.
A couple people asked, how do you find queer friends if you move somewhere new or if you're living in a city and you just figured out you're queer? Like, how do you make queer friends?
Go to Queer Stuff. There are a ton of outreach groups and like you could even go to like LGBT group therapy.
Yeah,
there's also a queer coffee shop in LA.
There we go. Yeah, so stuff like that. That's perfect. I think it's nice that there is a queer coffee shop in LA because you can just, even if there's no event there, you could just go and like hang out. And
oh goodness.
Let's come up here, little baby.
Hi.
Do you ever feel as validated as when a cat acknowledges your existence?
I don't really care. I think I'm a dog person.
What?
Cats are just like furniture you have to feed. It doesn't make me feel special when they like me.
Oh, I'm gonna get a dog.
I'm just like, no, you're here for my pleasure. Oh, you're real cute though.
Anyway, the way to meet queer friends is get a bunch of cats.
I mean, or you
Walk
can date
those cats.
one queer person.
Oh yeah.
All of their exes will want to be friends with you then.
Yeah, that's a feature of the community.
If not during, right afterwards.
Guys, if you like this video, subscribe or like. And oh my god! I'm sorry I scared her away. I'm so sorry. I'm too excited. Oh god, it's every relationship I've ever been in. This is amazing. What's happening right now?
Subscribe to Gabby if you're coming from me. Okay.
Nimble. If you want to be friends with other queer people, why don't you be friends with people who are fans of me and Stevie?
Get at each other in the comments. It's like my dream for people to like, oh my god. There's a couple that met in my comment section and they just got fucking married.
Guys.
From other countries. So
we have to beat that. So yeah, if you want to find queer friends, get at each other in the comments, find out where each other live, and then have a big group hang. Don't meet up with anyone one-on-one.
That's your advice?
I've seen the internet. You ever seen a Lifetime movie? Anytime they meet up with someone on the internet, Stevie, they die.
I don't know. Okay.
Oh, we've both met up with a lot of people from the internet, okay? Do as I say, not as I do.